moved, and you will see that there is actually a knife that goes up and down. You see, like sometimes when you want to cut, you want to trim your seam allowance, you can just cut it right there. But for our purposes, we haven't even sewn. So for that reason, you don't want to cut off anything because we haven't sewn anything. And it's easier to, when you first learn, to serge first and then sew. But, you know, it can also be done the other way around, but it's easier this way. So, knife is right there, right? So we cannot trim anything, but if you look at this, the knife and the edge of the plate, they kind of line up on the same angle. So when we line our fabric up, our pieces, we're going to put it like right next to the, in front of the knife, and we'll line it up with the edge of the plate. Okay? Now, if you skimp on the knife, that's okay, as long as you don't cut big pieces. You cannot move over in order to avoid the knife. You say, ooh, I want to, you know, be on the safe side. I don't want to cut. I'm going to move over. You can't do that because the needle is right there, and if you move too far over, you're going to miss the whole thing. So you have to sort of go for it. So we have to put this back on. Basically, you don't have to work with that at all. This is only when we need to thread the machine and work with it on the underside. There's 3 different threads. There is the back loop, the front loop, and then the little seam that holds it all together. These 2, they come in addition on the underside. There you can have like a 1/2 inch seam. You can sew the seam and you can serge in the same time. And that's what these 2 are for. The only thing is, we cannot do it in our project because we're crossing over seams, and when you do that, you cannot really, you can only use it for certain areas. Because as soon as you cross over with another seam, it won't work. You know, you get stuck. So, the little one is to do what? Lift the foot. Then the big one is to sew. So you take a single piece. Now, see our little notches for the pockets? It won't go away because we're not really cutting them away. You can still see them. So what you do is you pick up your foot, you line up on the edge, and you start giving it some power. But the thing is, you know, don't hold back on it and don't push, because, you know, if you keep doing this, it's going to sit and it's going to hammer in the same place. So the machine is not going to line it up for you either. You have to be in charge of this part, okay? So just put your hands and then just let it run through there. See? You don't need to pull or push or anything. You just let it run through. When you come out on the bottom, you just give it some, you know, give it some tail. Don't pull on it, and don't use this for cutting, because this is not safe. What you want to do is just cut your piece, and you know, in the bottom, if you want to pull on it a little bit, you can lock it up and cut it like that. Okay, then we're going to come around, and then you see, line up again. See, just line it up, give it a little tail, and cut. Now, the center, the back center, remember you got to use that little, because it will not serge around the corner. So you have to clip the corner and make it a straight line. See, this way you get that straight line. So right now we're going to put it again, we're going to put it under there. See, just keep watch of this edge. And see, it if it hits the knife a little bit, don't worry about it. But when you get close to the kick pleat, you want to kind of just, you know, fold it back, make it into a straight line. See? It just sort of gives it a little hook around them. Then we're going to go down to this one. Oh. Something got a little stuck there. Okay. Then later you want to clean them up. You know, clip your thread, and you can sort of pull in these ends a little bit there. Make it look nice. I also, when I'm done, I press my pieces because the serging kind of gives it sort of a unclean edge. The edge doesn't look very nice, so I usually press it before I keep sewing. So as you sew, you clean up. You always clean up after you sew. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a lot of mess. Okay? All right, so that's one piece. I need part of the front. Where's the other piece? Is there another piece?
So it's on the floor. Oh, already.
Oh, it's on the floor. Okay. I don't need this one right now. I'll just do the front. Now the front pieces, I haven't finished my darts, but it won't matter with the pocket. See how I just handle it, okay? Just put a little bit of weight. You don't really hold it down, you just let it guide itself more or less. See here, I just watch the edge of the and see when you don't pull on it, you just give